my basic job is going to be to wake you up. Okay? DXN comes second. First is my philosophy, my own philosophy. What I believe actually can help you live a life that you always wanted to. Not wasting your time carrying files or papers of lab tests and trying to go to meet another doctor from here and another doctor there, one department and another department, because that's not what you should be doing. So, before I start, I want to ask you some questions, okay? Do you have questions in your mind? If you don't have this, okay, you'll never have answers, okay? So better have your questions, okay? If you don't question, then you'll never know. The only way to know something that you don't know is by asking questions, right? So many things you don't know, like the way I did not know. And the only way I knew is by asking questions. So make sure you have many questions in your mind, okay? Don't believe me. That's what I want to say. What? Don't believe what I say. Don't believe me, okay? Yes, don't believe me. That's what it is. First, only if it agrees to what you think and my thinking, only then believe it. Don't believe because I give you something and I tell you and you have to believe. No, don't do that, okay? That's what a great man said once, okay? That never believe anything on its face value unless and until it justifies what you think is right, okay? So today we are going to do that. I'm not here to sell these products to you, but I'm going to try to tell you what wonderful things we have that we can go out and change the whole world. Okay, so before I start, one question, because I like to ask questions so that I know you, because I don't know you, right? So the only way I'll know you is by asking you questions. Now, okay, let's consider a nice little house, okay? A family of 2 kids, a big family. They grew, they had more kids, okay? Big family, okay? Okay, now this is a big family. Now in this big family, suddenly something happens. First time 2 people, then 4 people, then 8 people, and when the family becomes big, then you have problems. Yes or no? Or no? The more the number of people, the more the problems. Because the problem is in understanding. Yes or no? No. This is very important, okay? Now, if these 2 people are in agreement, fine. Then everything is peaceful and calm. And the family is doing very, very good. And we say, what a lovely, loving family this is. Yes or no? Yes. And then, we have 4 kids. Okay? And the kids are also all together. But now this kid is fighting with this and this kid. They're fighting. And we say, it's all okay, they're kids. They can fight, they are fine. But as they grow big, their fights turn bitter. Okay? And when they are gone, there's a different fight. Okay? Now they have their 4 kids and big family. Okay? And they have their disputes, their disagreements. Now what happens? The same happy family is now an unhappy family. Yes or no? Yes. This is exactly what happens to society. Okay? Now, I want to ask you, if there is a situation like that in your family, whom do you want this situation to be handled by? People outside the family? Should they come and help this family? No. Then who should help? Or you cannot help them? Can you help them? Is it possible to help such a situation? Yes, sometimes. How? Who? This person can help them? This family? Go down and tell them, come on, let me sit together. The first thing is, even if he tells them to let's come together and sit and talk, they will not talk. They will not come together. Because if they came together, it was already a happy family. You understand? So, find a solution for this problem. Is it possible to solve this problem?
Yes.
How?
You can call one of them.
You can call one of them?
Yeah.
Out or inside?
Outside you can.
Okay, you take him outside, okay.
You can ask the problem, or probably one or two of them, explain everything, and try to him go inside and start to telling one by one to share everything.
She's saying, take this guy out, try to explain him everything. As soon as he goes out, the others think, why did he go out? He's going to do something. When he's coming back, he's got some ideas and beliefs of some other person. People are like that, you know. Yeah.
And the kids can help.
The kids can help.
And so they amongst themselves.
Kids are in their own world. They want to do what they want to do, right?
But I would say first people want to resolve this problem as well. It's the first thing that
Yes.
is noticed, and we all want to resolve the problem. But sometimes we can ask the person outside, let's say if it will be psychotherapist, because then we can talk the problems. Sometimes the person outside can notice what we don't see inside as well.
So the whole family has to come to him.
For example, if everybody wants to do it
Yes,
and notice
that's
the
it.
problem.
First is the choice. If everybody wants it, but if nobody wants it, there's no point. Right? Agree?
Yeah.
It's the first choice. There would be disputes. As the numbers increase, as you have individual personalities, you have individual identities, so will you have individual differences. And with every difference will come a dispute. And with every dispute comes quarrel, fights and everything. Now, the only way she said is, all of them, with all their indifferences, with all their disputes, come to an agreement that let's sit and talk, right? Let's sit and talk and try to find out, is there a way that we can live in harmony? And the word is harmony, okay? Now, is that a good way to solve it? Sitting and talking and discussing and helping out? So, it's not this who solves your problem. It's they who solve their problem. Yes? Together. Now, let's consider, if this is your body, okay, and these were your cells, okay, so they were 2 cells, they became 4, 8, 16, and what you are now with millions of cells. Now, you think, with time, there are disagreements, disputes, imbalance, and everything in your body, and your body can go haywire and can suffer from different diseases. Now, who brings a solution? A person from outside, like a doctor, or the person himself? The cells themselves. Yeah? So the real answer is the best physician for your current situation of your health is your body itself, not somebody else. Okay? If you get this right, you will understand that healing begins within you and starts from inside you, not from the outside in. Okay? And that is why it's very important to understand that our job is to understand what our body is, how it works, why does it suffer, and how can we find the right solution. Because if they are in chaos, there is something in the environment that is not right. And how can we find a solution? And that's what all DXN is about. And that's really amazing because very few companies have philosophies when they develop products. But DXN has a philosophy, a fantastic philosophy that helps them develop amazing products. So, okay, we don't have a slide changer, so I'll have to move around. This is not PDF. Okay. So, any questions on this? You doubt this? Do you doubt this? Okay, please have questions if you have, okay? Do you doubt this? Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, okay? Like, you know, I work, sometimes I see my body working miracles, you know. Somebody has a wart, you know, somebody gets an inflammation. I just tell them, you know, start thinking that it's all going to be all right and start taking care of it and loving it and don't eat medicines. You start only passing the right things and taking care of it. It actually regresses, it reverses, okay? So, now, this is what you have to learn today. Health has 2 approaches today. Society wants to deal this in these 2 ways. We have problems, for sure, we have problems in health. And there are these 2 ways. One is the conventional way, okay? this way is where today modern science is trying to take health in the hands of physicians, okay? So this is segmental, okay? When I say segmental is, if I have a problem with my eyes and I cannot see properly, and where will I go? Can I go to a pediatrician? Where? Optician, okay? And what if I have some joint pains? Can I go to a cardiologist? Who's laughing, you know? You're laughing. Even with me, if I say I can go to a doctor, they'll say fine. As soon as I make it a segment and I say I'm going to a cardiologist for my joint pain, you will laugh at me because you will suddenly see he's so dumb. He doesn't understand. He's got joint pain. He needs to go to an orthopedic doctor. He's got a kid. He needs to go to a pediatrician. He's old enough at 56. He should go and see a geriatrician, right? So we know that the modern science has already broken us into pieces and in segments so that we become intelligent enough to understand that this body part of ours is what we are suffering from, and we need to go specifically to a physician who deals with that body part. And that is the first thing, that we are already broken into pieces. This is the segmental approach. And that's a very big problem because actually, even if you go to an ophthalmologist or cardiologist, you will realize once you start your journey with somebody, the journey has begun with everybody. Then you go to the cardiologist, you'll go, and then someday you'll have a joint pain, then you'll go to the rheumatologist, then you'll have another problem, you'll go to, and you're meeting everybody because actually you're a complete whole body. You're not a single part that suffers. Every part is connected to another part. You cannot say that one part is separated from the other. So that means this is the segmental approach. But what does the natural medicine do, the natural medicine approach? It talks about holistic approach. It takes you as a whole entity. Okay? So if I have a hair fall, I just don't need to see a dermatologist or a trichologist. I actually have to see that, is there a problem in my gut that is causing my hair fall? Is it something to do with stress that is causing my hair fall? Is it something to do in my family, the generations that is causing my hair fall? Your thyroid could be a problem. So I will consider you as a whole being. That's what the natural medicine does. Now, here the focus, as it says, is towards maintaining your health. You need to be strong. Only when the family is strong, okay, it can fight anybody's influence from the outside. A weak family cannot do that. And the strength comes from having the basic necessities. If there is food, clothing, and shelter here, they are a strong family. It's a basic need, but they will be together, they will be united. As soon as the basic need itself, the food is not there, shelter is not there, this same family, even if they want to be united, they cannot be united, right? The same is in your body. Your body also needs some basic things that will actually help it become strong so that it can fight many diseases and conditions. So here, the focus is towards health. And here, modern science only wants to find a disease. You're suffering from this, let's do a test, let me see the lab results, and now the lab results show that there is some abnormality, and now I need to put that into normality, and I prescribe you something, right? Here, there's a drug that is prescribed, here there is a lifestyle that is prescribed, okay? Same here. Prevention is getting involved with health daily basis, on a daily basis. To see that you're so strong that nothing in future, even if it happens, affects you so badly that it could actually destroy you. Here, in this condition, it's all about cure. Cure means you have a problem, and that is where we find a solution. That's where it is. Like for example, I'm in London now, I don't know the rules here, suppose, and I start breaking all the laws here. What will happen to me? I'll get? Yeah? What? I'll get? Arrested for what? For what? But I did not know them.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
That's
It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Your ignorance is not going to be a problem for them. They will still fine you. They will still punish you. Yes or no? So if you are suffering, and if you're seeing somebody, that means you cannot say, I did not know. You know, that's your problem. You're suffering because of your ignorance. That means the only way out is to know the Constitution, know the rules. Probably go slow, try to find out, actually know yourself. And then you'll realize your body also functions with a set of rules. And it has its own constitution. We also need to follow that. The day you break the rules, you will get punished. And there, in London, if I break a rule here, I'll be put into the jail. And in health, if you break the rule, you go down to an ICU, right? That's another jail. And hospital is not where you want to. Do you want to be there? Trust me, you don't want. No, neither do you want your family to be there. So somebody suffering from cancer there has actually been ignorant enough not to know what went wrong, and he's being now punished there, right? So that is very important. Here we have to understand, we don't need only cure, we need prevention. We need to know, and prevention is all about knowing, knowledge, and actually implementing and following those laws. Here we deal with supplements, because supplements are not the primary thing, you know. So what the word itself, the supplement means, you know, secondary to the primary. Okay, so it means that your diet is going to be the main key. But what you're not going to get from your diet is now going to be supplemented from another set of products or other food products, right? That means that your diet needs to be good. If your diet is fantastic, you will never need a supplement. But now the question is, does food have all the nutrients in it? Yes or no? No. So it becomes mandatory that I have to supplement my food. Okay? So I'm not trying to say that supplements are necessary. I'm saying food is necessary. But if food is necessary, I need to see that the food is wholesome. The food has all the nutrients. It is like, it got everything that can actually help me prevent my illnesses of the future. But if that is not there, I will definitely need the support of supplements. And that comes supplements. But here, what is the approach? They wait till you fall sick. And when you fall sick, they want to only take care of the sickness, not you. Okay? Look at a doctor, you know, or an oncologist who's trying to deal with somebody who is having cancer. He sees a tumor in you. Okay? What is his really desire? What is his ultimate desire? Is it to make you feel good? Destroy the tumor. His only aim is whatever it costs, whatever happens, we have to get the tumor out. Let's try radiotherapy. Try radiation, try to kill it off. Oh, it's not working? Let's do chemotherapy. You put heavy drugs in you. Try to take it off. If not working, let's open it up and take it out. You understand? But in the process, you do this. What did cancer do? Cancer spread, ran away in little bunches here and there. So while you got the major chunk of people inside, some few hid somewhere. And after a few months, years, they come back again. And now you have not one, you have 10 more places. And what do you do then? You again go aggressive. Because here, you're finding using drugs. It's like actually using ammunition, you're using bombs and all those things. Like the way world is trying to manage a lot of insecurity and imbalance around the world, we're trying to do that with ammunition. And the same doctors are doing with your body. They're trying to kill those few cells who are actually become abnormal. But that's not the way you handle. Can you do that? If two of these people are doing wrong, one is a drunkard and abusing and doing something, you go out killing the whole family? No, we don't do that, right? We have to sit and try to find out why they are like that, what happened. Let us give them what they need. Probably he doesn't have a job. Probably he did not get his basic things that he needed, right? So here you find a solution for him. And your cells basically need nothing from you. What they need is only simple thing. Good oxygen supply, good nutrients. That's it. And one more very important thing it needs. That it needs that wherever it is, the environment around is clean. Because if it's filthy around, the cells don't love it. They actually start getting diseased, right? So the most important thing is to feed to give basic nutrients to yourself. Okay? What happened? Terminal. No input. Okay, so you're getting my philosophy? Because get your philosophy right, okay? If you don't get your philosophy right, you'll never understand anything of this. But if you get your philosophy right, you'll understand more than what even I can share with you. It's very important. So you get the philosophy of DXN right in you. Okay? So the goal here is what? Wellness. It's all about wellness, being happy and good. And here the goal is correction. Correction means doing wrong. Wellness means following rules. Now where do you want to be? What do you want to do? This one sounds itself very good. Wellness, when everything is well, you don't need anything, right? Similarly, there we don't want. We don't want to go into the correction mode, right? So we need to know the rules that actually make us sick. Okay, next slide. Okay, so please, every time I say, keep your questions ready, okay? Don't believe me. What are you going to do? The whole session, you're not going to believe me. You're going to sit and doubt me. What is this person saying, okay? Doubt, put your questions. Doubt, put your questions. And so that we have a question answer session, you can start shooting me. Okay, then I have to do the matrix thing, Okay, so you're going to do that, okay? You're going to shoot. Okay, now, for me, health comes with 4 pillars. Okay, it's an ancient philosophy. And it says that first it starts with the positive mental attitude. As she said, these bunch of people have to first agree. That's positive mental attitude. You have to first agree that you don't want to fall sick. You have to first agree that you don't want to be in the sickness industry. You have to be, you have to agree that you want to be well always, happy always, That is one thing. And first thing starts with positive mental attitude. So if you're having weight problems, what is the first step towards bringing about a change? I have to change. I have to reduce my weight. It's the first thing. Whatever happens, the rules follow later, but first is taking a decision. A decision from where you start your change. If you cannot decide, you cannot move, right? The first thing starts taking decision, and that happens only with a positive mental attitude. So there was one story, one